The Honorable Elijah Muhammad made it against the law for a brother to strike his wife. He put us out of the society for 90 days for the first offense, 6 months for the second offense, because it is wrong, wrong, wrong for a man to beat a woman. I say it again, it is wrong, wrong, wrong for a man to beat a woman. Why is it wrong for you to beat a woman? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, when you teach a man, you teach an individual. When you teach a woman, you teach a nation. When you beat a man, you beat an individual. When you beat a woman, fool, you beat a nation. You must think about your actions and the consequences thereof. The beating of our wives, the abusing of ourselves is forbidden by God. Look at you, young sisters and brothers. Here you are in front of me, young men, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16 years of age. What are you doing with yourself? The signs of being a man today is that you must smoke. Signs of being a man today is you must take a drink. If you don't smoke or you don't drink in this society, you're not a real man. So you must be the best men that there are on earth because of how many cigarettes you smoke and how much alcohol you drink. If this is the sign of manhood, why didn't God give us all a mother with a breast that distills whiskey to us rather than milk? With each puff that we inhale, at least 4,000 different chemicals come into our bodies. These include toxic hydrogen cyanide, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide gases, and 4 dozen compounds such as benzopyrene and radioactive polonium-210. All are known carcinogens. All these chemical vapors in tobacco smoke get deposited in the mouth, the nose, the throat, the lungs in a coating of burnt plant resins called tar. It is in this tar that most of the cancer-inducing potential of tobacco smoke lies. Then, in a scenario typical of chronic heavy drinkers, most of whom also smoke, our smokers feel thirsty, and they wash down that smoke coating in their mouths and throat with whiskey, wine, or beer. The alcohol in his drink is not in itself a carcinogen, but it may act as a solvent, dissolving the tar-trapped tobacco poisons and easing the transport of carcinogens across the membranes of the body. Are you listening? Yes. The smoker continues to drink. Soon he lights another cigarette and inhales deeply. Behind his embattled lungs, meanwhile, his liver has gone on full alert to save his life. This 3-pound chemical factory called the liver, which cleans most toxins from the bloodstream, reacts to alcohol as a foreign substance and metabolizes 95% of it into other chemicals. But in turning its energy to clearing just 1/2 ounce of pure alcohol, the amount in a standard drink per hour from the drinking smoker's blood, the liver's other metabolic functions suffer a sharp decrease. Now, if the liver is to clear the toxins from your body, and every time you put alcohol in your system, the liver is on alert and goes to work to cleanse your system of this poison, thereby sharply decreasing its function of clearing other poisons from your body, then the drinker and the smoker continues to build up toxins in the body until you become a toxic waste dump site, getting ready to be buried somewhere. Toxic waste. Are you listening? While battling alcohol, the liver puts aside another important function, clearing fat from the bloodstream. An excess of fatty substances called lipids and fat byproducts begin to clog the bloodstream. Look at you now. At the same time, chemicals from cigarette smoke are increasing the coagulating tendency of the blood. As thickening blood begins to clog the capillaries, blood cells carrying food and oxygen struggle to reach each of the body's cells. You're a smoker and a drinker at a young age, but at the same time, you're producing sperm. At the same time, you're producing an egg that will one day be the future of you and the future of life on the earth. You're producing an egg that is already deficient. You're producing a sperm that is already deficient. And this deficient sperm is going to contact a deficient egg. And you wonder why you only live 60, 70, 40, 30 years, while the old patriarchs lived 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 years, and you can't make 100 without falling apart. It is not that God is against you. It is that you are against God in your lifestyle. Now, what is the effect of this on a pregnant woman? Here you're already beaten by the man. He beat you up so that you are carrying your baby filled with bitterness. I'm going to talk to you about that in a minute. You got a little more time? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pregnant women should understand that when alcohol and tobacco are present together, according to medical scientists, they perform a synergistic function. Even though one is bad and the other is bad, but when both of them get together, they actually increase the toxic potential of the both of them in their synergistic function. So when you put that stuff in your body when you are pregnant, here you are inhaling carbon monoxide. Nicotine is in your blood, and your blood's oxygen carrying capacity is going now to the fetus, which depends on it, is now taken over by that carbon monoxide. I want to talk to you about how you legislate or give to your children death while you're carrying them in the womb. You've seen now where those who use crack, males who use crack, males who use heroin, it is already in your bloodstream. And if it is in your bloodstream, it is now in your testicles. So when you manufacture sperm, the sperm, which is the new life of you that will go on after you are dead, you have already sentenced your babies to death before they're even born into the world. Do you see why ignorance is a curse? You can talk about the white man all day long, but your ignorance is your worst enemy. And if we don't impart knowledge to our people, We who have it will be punished by God for keeping such knowledge from a sleeping, ignorant people. Are you listening? Yes, sir.